All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium. From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set, 50, plant.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Don't get nervous. Let's go.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming for you, son.
Second and 9 now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Trahan. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, orbit.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. You can't block me.
Operating from the gun, Trahan.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Here's Sam Martin now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position.
First and 10 at the Patriots' 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold. Throwing left side, it's complete. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same thing. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah. You don't want none. 5.
Now a handoff looking right. Gets through and now an opening. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 8. Team big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set. 60 or.
Check.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Trahan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Off the draw, here's Michelle. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
18 Gator.
You.
From the gun on 3rd down, Trahan. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Ready, set.
The mic. 50 seconds, the mic.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now. Now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Second and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. To throw on third down, Trahan. That's out to his running back, Michel. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he's got some space here. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Strip that ball. Shut that. Motion, motion. Check, check, check.
Check. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 48-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Patriots 3.
Check 53.
It's our time. It's our time.
Hey, switch. 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 No, no, no. Off.
Check 52.
Hey, hey, hey. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Time. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here it comes.
Darnold on third down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down.
We go side.
53 is the mic. Take me out. Here we go. 6 count.
Yo, 80.
Slam, slam, slam.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Mike, we go side.
53, Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Man, 80. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Watch the run, watch the run.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Throwing on second and 14. Darnold firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We go side.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
A little flare, flare.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Throwing to start the drive. Trahan, and he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again. Trahan. And he's got Fuller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Will Fuller, 70 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Play action. It's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Rush in.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
We're going to set. 53. Check 53. Squeeze, double. Let's go. And 80. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
You run.
Third and long. It's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up third down and 12.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Take right. 4 down. 5.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Darnold now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's taking it around the 40. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta, and really pouring it on now with the Falcons. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
From the gun, Trahan. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Down. 30 base.
Switch up, switch up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. James has got it, complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for New England. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
The Jets take
Let's go,
over
folks.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Check 59, Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike to 59. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
On first down, it's Darnold. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
53. 53. Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. You got nothing.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, son. 5-9. Cover. Check 3. Ready? Check. Check. Lucky. Check. Fresno.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think he might have been a little bit too focused on turning upfield. He didn't stay in bounds. He caught the ball, but he wanted to catch it and run, get that rack yardage so badly, he forgot to stay in bounds first.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
Got it.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now.
Throwing on 1st down. Trahan. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Go.
57's Mike. Mike 57. You go night-night. Tell him night-night.
To throw again. Trahan. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Sonny Michel. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Smooth.
Mike 55. Get your swerve on.
Go.
A final shot before break. Trahan. It's caught inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
To try again after the sack. Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Watch the safety creep.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's going to a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
57, Mike 57.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to Michelle on the screen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Lobo. Protein spill.
Back to you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
From the gun on third down. Trahan nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The kick by Joseph is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
53, Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
And 80. Shift.
Henderson will try to run for the first. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, New York.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Check 53. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. second down. It's Henderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Outside.
53 is the mark. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Man, 80.
53, Mike.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Now Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's Jacobs. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got you, punk.
One more time with Jacobs. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal.
Switch gears.
80.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Check 24, check 24.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
Oh, 80.
To throw is Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Let's get it.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This will be fielded at the 8, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Trahan. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jannard Avery. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's now 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, Trahan. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Hey. 4 down.
Hey, Echo.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Get him.
Down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Trahan. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for New England. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is taken at the 23. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. .28-yard return, and the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Hey, keep it up.
Darnold from the gun. That's taken in by Henderson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watch the eye.
Hey, lady. Oh, lady.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Mike, 53, Mike. You got double up.
A first down throw, Darnold. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
Again, 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And it's no good, just short. He gave it a good run, but maybe a foot or two short of the crossbar. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now. As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top. Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3.
Hey! 57's Mike. Mike 57. Big Rip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. 2nd and 3. And this will be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
General West.
57's Mike. Here it comes. 57. Mike, 50.
Hey, Haywood.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Off-play action. Trahan. Throw left side complete. It's Jordan. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
We taking wins home.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
At the Jets' 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
And it's Michel once again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, foxtrot.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Blood.
Ready.
From the gun, Trahan. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
On first down, Darnold. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 30, past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Jets 17, Patriots 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
At the 31-yard
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Mike 57. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the run. Watch the run.
He's back to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Ready?
57 the mic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, pick your game up. 57. Mike 57. Coming to you. Coming to you. 57's the mic. Watch the snap.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bobby Wagner in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brings up 4th down.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Jets, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.